Welcome to NocBro Nation.
Welcome back, guys. Daryl here.
And I'm Josh, and today we're here to talk about the problem with the Daryl and Carol spinoff.
Yeah, guys, so we're going to get a little bit real here, and we're also going to give a spoiler warning to the Walking Dead universe and the Walking Dead comic book series. So this will give some details into that, so if you are currently reading the series and you don't want to be spoiled, please check out another video of ours and come back kind of once you get caught up a little bit.
So we're going to complain. Yeah.
It's kind of a little rant, but it's also a true discussion.
We're going to put on our, bitching face here and just,
Yeah.
No.
Sorry,
guys, go ahead.
So, guys, I mean, as you guys know, the AMC announced very early about the Walking Dead series ending and about the spinoff that's coming. And, you know, we're excited for it, but we still don't know where the story is going to go. But what's really sad about this is that it's kind of ruining the season 10 finale and the season series ending, because now we know Daryl and Carol are never going to get into a situation where they might die, or if they do, we're just going to watch it and be like, oh, it's fine. You're good. Don't worry about it. Daryl, you're about to be eaten? No, you're fine.
Yeah,
you're good.
It's Fugazi.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of takes, it's taking the excitement out of it.
Yeah,
and the surprise.
You're going to watch this at season 11. You better not put Daryl or Carol ever in a situation that is close to them dying, right? Because as a fan watching this, you're going to be like, oh, if they have a show coming up, they're not ruining that, right?
Yeah, they're not going to ruin it, because it's not going to be like an early flash. I mean, they're together. It's not going to be like back in the day, because we've seen them that young.
Yeah.
And it's just not going to work. So what we're really talking about is that during this whole series of The Walking Dead, AMC has done a really great job of keeping us viewers surprised about certain actions. Now, what we're going to talk about is kind of some comic book source material. So back in season 7, when Abraham and Glenn died, in the comics, it was only Glenn who died at the hands of Negan and Lucille. What really got us comic book readers, and I'm sure a lot of you had it as well, was when we watched that lineup scene and they killed Abraham first, we were like, oh man, I think they're making a change from the comics. They're not going to kill Glenn.
It was actually exciting.
It really was.
It sucked, okay, because they took out, I think, they took out one of my favorite characters in the TV show, right? Yeah. I didn't really, get to like him that much in the source material, right?
Okay.
Same with you, probably.
Yeah, he was okay.
But in the TV series,
oh yeah,
like the actor was Cutlets was amazing,
amazing.
But when we saw that happen, we're like, wow, they're going to keep Glenn alive. And then I'm going to ask you this: didn't a part of you actually was relieved for a little bit?
I was relieved
that Glenn was going to stay alive.
I would have loved it, because the actor was amazing. And yes, going from the source material, we know that he died then, but they could have carried it on, which they've done with many characters in the series. But yeah, I was kind of relieved, and then it happened, and we were like, okay.
Hey. Number 2 wasn't his fault.
Number 2 wasn't his fault.
Yeah.
But,
But there's other things that also have, Walking Dead has surprised us and kept, that element of surprise for the fans that, have read the source material too. It's Denise, her death. Right?
Oh, yeah. Her death was huge. We kind of did a video talking about Abraham on that as well, but Denise with the arrow through her eye, that was actually Abraham's comic book death. And that was an absolute 100% surprise. That was like, what the heck is happening?
It was in the source material, and it was even better in the show.
Yeah.
And you were like, what?
And
we were kidding me?
We were glad it didn't happen to Abraham that way, because it was kind of a cheeky death in the comic books. And even Robert Kirkman said he was never really happy that he did it. But it made you surprised, and it was absolutely amazing still. It was still great. The other one that we kind of want to mention, the last one, is Dante being a whisperer. In the source material, Dante actually stays with our group, and he actually hooks up with Maggie. Wasn't a very long relationship, but it was actually an interesting dynamic. But him being a whisperer, wow.
Complete 180.
Woo! And we didn't find out till later that they actually had to change it because Lauren Cohan wasn't in the show. They were originally going to possibly do the comic book story, but they were like, okay, Lauren's not here. What do you want to do with Dante? Let's make him a whisperer.
And that one's okay, because in the end,
that was perfect.
We don't hear anything of spoiler alert.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, that was really great too. So what we're, another essence of it is the 2 main characters of the comic book source material are the most important ones.
Three.
There's 3. The 2 main ones, though, are not in the TV show anymore. Rick and Carl. Michonne is no longer in the series, and she has a really big part in the upcoming season 11 comic book storyline.
She has more of a part.
Commonwealth.
She has more of a part in that than Rick.
She does. Yes, she really.
She has more of a part in that than Carl. Yes.
Yeah, I think they both kind of share that.
Oh, we could.
Well, they could. Yeah. So, guys, I mean, Daryl and Carol. Yes, it's great because they are very popular characters. They really are. We'll tell you guys right now, since we've already given the spoiler warning, Carol actually died a long time ago in the comic books. She died during the prison, okay?
Yeah.
Everything that we've seen with Carol has been made up. They could have maybe spliced some other characters in there that had some little things, but, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm worried about the Carol and Daryl spinoff of how the story's going to go, but it kind of like when they announced it, I was just like, why? Why are you announcing it right now?
I agree. I'm not worried about the spinoff at all. Look, guys, I think that these are two iconic characters, and I think the reason why they did that is because they are iconic characters, and they know that they will have a fan base that'll watch this spinoff.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Well, I was just going to be like, it kind of gives a disservice to a lot of other characters that had a bigger presence in the comic books because Daryl never existed, and like we said, Carol died a long time ago. So there's some other good characters that are on the show that they could do spin-offs for, but they may not be popular, so they might be like, they may not do well.
Do you think they did it because they're like, okay, we know that we're probably going to get a lot of flack from the hardcore fans that don't want to see the series end, so let's sprinkle in this news to soften the blow of the main series ending? I mean, they were doing that.
Probably, but if you guys know us, we kind of predicted and
it wasn't hard to predict.
Went along with a lot of the rumors that it could be ending season 11 or season 12 due to the source material running out. Even though AMC said, "Oh, we can go long past the source material," we both were kind of like, with that many characters, no, probably not. But I mean, yeah, you could be right where they're kind of sealing their legacy or sealing their foothold in the universe, saying, "Okay, we're ending this series. There's going to be a lot of fans very disappointed. Who are two characters that we could maybe start off with on a spin-off series that would get them back watching again and get them pumped for it?" The only technically main characters left.
That's the only ones, yeah.
Besides Negan, but I've heard they're not going to do that.
Can you think of any more? I mean, look, there's obviously other characters, but they're not on the series anymore.
Yeah, we got another video talking about some of the 6 additional episodes. That'll be different characters, but the anthology stuff, they could do so much with it.
Oh yeah, and look, that's not a season at a time. I'm getting a feeling that's an episode, or maybe a season.
They could do an episode,
miniseries,
couple little miniseries, yeah. But I mean, guys, we're not harping on the Daryl and Carol spinoff. We were just kind of upset that announcing it this early.
I think that's the key.
Just took out the suspense of the rest of the series for those two, because as you know, we're going to get in a situation where we're watching them and we're just going to be like, "Oh, watch out. Okay, yeah, don't worry about it. You're good. Yeah, you got contract. You're good. You got a series coming up. You can't get killed. You can't get killed." But yeah, let us know what you think, guys. We hope this was informative. And
are we complaining too much? Are we whining too much?
No, let us know. Yeah, let us know what you think really about the Daryl and Carol spinoff. Do you think they ruined it for you, or are you just don't really care about the ruining part? You're just excited to see them in an upcoming series together.
I can see that. Yeah. We'll get a lot of that.
Yeah. So make sure you give the video a quick like if you enjoyed it, guys. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, and stay tuned for more videos from us here. I'm Daryl.
I'm Josh.
We're NocBro Nation.
We're out.